Hi guys, Sanji Bell, my furry treasures. Okay, you guys, today we are going to make a pocket envelope. And here is the sample. You guys know I always usually make one beforehand. So I'm going to show you guys how to make this. And it's got tags in there. Okay. And it's made out of one piece of coffee dye paper. And the coffee dye paper, see how it has the little, that design on it? I use a stencil. So in between coffee dyeing, I coffee dye, I spray my coffee on, then I put a stencil, then another piece of cardstock or printer paper, and then another stencil, yada yada. And that's how I got this design on the back. And you can just use regular coffee dye paper. You can use any paper that you want, okay? And then I use laces and wedding appliques and trims to trim it all out. Okay. And then I have some tags in here or some little journaling cards. Look at her. Isn't she just precious? Oh. So these can just be journaling cards. They're little 4x6 pictures, but they can also just be journaling cards. Aren't they precious? You guys know I use these two, these girls and this little girl. I use them all the time in my junk journaling. I just love them. I think they're both just precious. And these two women, there's another woman in this picture, but I cut it out and it created like this little tag. And there's another woman on the other side, and they run an ambulance during the war over, I think, in Europe somewhere. And in between they knit. And I'm a knitter. So I just thought that was a really cool picture. So I just put all that in there. Okay, so this is what we're making. All right. All right. So what you need is whatever paper. You can use your scrapbook paper, printables. I'm using a coffee dyed paper that I have coffee dyed, and in between I've layered with stencils. And that's what puts a really cool design in here. Now, I've already cut this out to 8. It needs to be square. So that means 8 by 8. Whatever it is, it needs to be the same side on all sides. So it needs to be square. And I cut this 8 by 8. It could be 10 by 10, 9 by 9, 6 by 6, 5 by 5. But I find that the 8 by 8 leaves you a good size to fit into your most junk journals, okay? So this one's 8 by 8. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to turn it like this, okay? So that it looks like a diamond. And we're going to fold these in. Let me get my glue out. I'm ready to go, my glue stick. Okay. You want to fold these in, the two sides, okay? And meet right here. Now, go ahead and press it down. You may or may not, usually you don't get it really even, okay? And how you know if you have it even is you turn to the back, and I can see that I'm really off on this side. It's going this way. So go back and then refold one side. So I'm just gonna come back over just a little bit and fold it again. And just keep kind of playing with it like that until you make sure that it's square. All right, so now it's this side that needs to, does this side need to come in or go back? It needs to come in just a little bit more. Okay, hopefully we have it now. Let's just see. All right, then you need to fold this up here. And I'm trying to say which way I want to fold it up. Yeah. And you know what? Just one second. Yeah, you know what? It's this side needs to come in a little bit more. So let me just do that again. I usually get closer the first time than this, but it's just taking me a little bit more to get really square. This needs to be really straight down, and this needs to be straight down. This right here is flaring out a little bit, so let's just go in a little bit more. It doesn't have to be perfect. If it's not super square on both sides, it's a little off, you're fine. All right, so now we finally got it. So now this is going straight down, and now this is going straight down. So we're really good now on both sides. Okay, so you can see that you have to play with it for a little bit sometimes to get it. And then you bring this up from the bottom like this. Okay. And either way, I could have brought this up or I could have brought the other one up. But we'll bring it like this. Let's look. And it looks pretty good. This is still flaring off a little bit that way, which I'm not liking. Just a second. Let me see if I can fold it a little bit more. Okay, good. Now that looks nice and square there. Now, my triangle right here in the back is kind of crooked here, but I'm not going to really worry about it because I'm going to be putting tags in there anyway. If you want to, you can always cut it off here, but I'm going to leave it, even though it's a little bit longer on one side than the other. I'm good with it because we're going to put tags in there anyway, and that's going to be covered. Like this one here. This one's a little longer on this side than it is that side. I'm not really sure why, but it's fine. Okay. The main thing you want to do is make sure that this looks nice and straight. Straight here and straight here. Not one flaring out this way or flaring out that way. Okay. So now let's go ahead and glue this in. This is Jot glue, and whenever I use it, I like to go 3 times. 3 or more to make sure that we are got enough glue on there. Okay. Okay. Just making sure that we got enough glue on here. There we go. We got everything glued in. So there we go. Yay. So this is what it looks like. Okay. And there's the back. See how the back looks pretty even, except for that top part, which is fine. All right. So there we go with that. Now we're going to start decorating. So I've already pre-cut some things like usual. There's a piece of lace. This is a piece of lace that I dyed with green tea. So, and it gives this real pretty champagne color because it was white. So what we want to do is we just want to cover this envelope, and I oversized it like normal, and then we'll cut around. So let's go ahead and get that on here just a second. You know what? Okay, so let's go and use our hot glue. Okay. There we go. There we go. And we're going to trim this out. We'll trim out the whole thing. So we're just gluing it on right now. Okay. Just kind of put my hand in there, make sure we're not gluing in the envelope together at all. Okay, and then hot glue this in here. Okay, there we go. All right, got a little hot glue on my mat. Okay. Let me see if my heating tool is on. Yeah, just a second. This gets rid of the glue strings right away. Okay. So let's go ahead and trim around and trim everything out. There we go. And don't worry, we'll turn it over and trim on the inside also. And save these little pieces of trim, because I do these things called page embellishers, and I need little pieces like this. So just save all those little pieces. And then we need to trim this out, because remember, it's like in a V right here. Okay, so we're going to trim that out. There we go. There we go. There we go. See? So now, perfectly trimmed out piece of lace. And so this is the second layer. So the first layer was the coffee dyed paper, and now we're putting lace over that, and you can still see the coffee dyed paper through it, which I just think looks really, really cool. I just want to see something. This is a piece of tulle that has like little clear stones on it. I just want to see if I want that on here. If that's going to really make a difference, which I think it really will. Just a second, let me see if I want. Yeah, we're going to put this on. Again, I cut it oversized. All right. And since this is tulle, I'll use way less glue to get this attached on. So I only put the hot glue in like 3 places right here. Okay, and then turn this around, and then we'll trim this out just like we trimmed out the lace. Okay. Okay. Just 1 second. Let me grab, I'm going to take some of the glue off of here. If you guys want like little small ones like this, you know, for your craft room, they have them right now in fall colors, and they're really, really pretty. So pick yourself up one in the fall, and they have ones this size. And they comes with the larger one and then the smaller one together for $1.25. So next time I go to Dollar Tree, I want to pick one up. Okay, so now I'm going to continue on just gluing this in. Not that I need it, because I have a couple of these, but you know, I just like the way it looks for fall, so. Okay, go inside here and make sure nothing's sticking to the envelope's not being sealed. Okay, now let's do this one. Okay. All right, so now this is attached all over. All right, so now let me get the glue, hot glue off of this spatula. That's why I like how these spatulas are non-stick, so the hot glue just comes right off. Let me use my heating tool real quick. The heating tool just melts the glue strings. Okay, so I'm going to turn it over again, and you probably won't be able to see that. I'll look like I'm cutting nothing, but I'm cutting the tool all the way around. If I run into one of those stones, I have my Tim Holtz scissors, and I will cut through it with that. And I'm still going to save this little bit of tulle, like I said, for those little projects that you can do with scraps. Okay. And then let's trim the inside. There we go. So that just added another dimension. So there's a third layer, and I just thought it was really, really pretty to kind of put that over the rest of this. So I think that's pretty. Okay, so next, I trimmed out. This is a wedding applique. It's been dyed with tulip, like a mauve pink color, tulip dye. Isn't that pretty? And it's a wedding applique. So I pre-cut that here and put this down in the middle. Let me see how I want to put this on here. Oh, I like it like this. Then I don't have to. I want to try to get as much on here as possible where I don't have to cut it off. And then let me just place this on here really quick to see if this is going to look right. Yeah, I like that. Unless I like it like this better. Just one second. Let me just make sure I don't like it like this better. And put this here like that. Nope, I think I liked it better this way. Okay. You just have to try things and see how things are fitting. Okay. Alrighty, let me grab another glue stick. Okay. Okay, so let's just keep going around with the hot glue and tacking things down. Oh, thank God my headache is finally going away. I got a headache just right before I turned on the camera. So I took some stuff for it. And it finally hit, it's finally working. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, just getting this. Got some glue stick in there. Okay. Okay, and let's just keep tacking this down. There we go. And you guys, we're almost done. We've made a whole bunch of stuff for an entire month, and I have one more project to do, and then we're going to start decorating my planner, or my planner. I always say that. My junk journal. I don't know why I say planner. What the heck am I saying? Start decorating my junk journal with all these beautiful things we've made over the last month. So, okay, so we got everything tacked down. Let me use my hot tool here. heat tool. All right. So then we have this little crocheted little, I guess you could, it's just a little crochet doily. And then I have this little piece here. So we're going to put this here and then this on the center of it, which I think is going to be real pretty. Okay, so let's find the center of this whole thing, which I think is right there. Make sure that looks good. Maybe bring it over just a little bit. Yeah. Okay. So let's glue this down. There we go. Okay. There we go. And then you just trim. I have a little bit of, I trimmed, this was on like a ribbon, and there's a whole bunch of them, so I'm just cutting off some of the ribbon part of it. All right, so let's just put a little hot glue down in the center here. So it's all about the layering, you guys, when you're doing these type of things. Just layer, layer, layer. We have the coffee dyed paper, then we have the lace, and then we have the tulle with the stones, and then I put this wedding applique on, and then we put this little crocheted little flower, and then this other little flower here. So it's just all about layering. The more layers, the better. Okay. So next, what you want to do is you want to put trim all the way around it, okay? And make sure, check once in a while and make sure you haven't glued your envelope together with all the gluing we've done, which we didn't. Okay, so trim. I either want to use this gold. Look how pretty this is. And again, you get this trim. Okay, this was $6.99 from Hobby Lobby, and I got it for $1.74. They just recently clearanced a bunch of their trims. They still have some on the back wall. They don't have them on the shelves anymore. Where the laces are, because they're at the end of the sale, but they still have some clearances, so check those out for trims, okay? And laces and appliques and fabrics. Okay, so I just want to see if I want this on here. I almost feel like I should have done the trim first and then put the applique on here, but that's fine. Or do I want this trim? This one's a good price. I didn't get this on clearance, but this is only $2.49, and every 2 weeks they go off 40% off. So I picked it up for almost half, $1.25, maybe $1.35, because it's 40%, not 50. But look at, so this is already priced pretty well. Isn't that pretty? Actually, let's see if I can lift this up a little bit. Yeah, because I want to be able to put this underneath here. Perfect. I'm just trying to see if I want this or not, because it's two different pinks, but the color of this here is on the edge, so I think that could look good. I think that looks good. Let me see if I want that or if I want this. I didn't know, so I just brought both of them out. Let me see which one I like more. Okay, I think I like the pink more on this one. So we're going to go with this pink, and let's just trim this evenly. There we go. Okay. So let's just go ahead and start trimming this around. Let me make sure what side is what. It doesn't really matter. And when I lay the trims out, I always go a little bit over, so then I have like a little handle so I don't burn myself on the hot glue. Okay. This kind of wants to unravel, so I'm just going to put a little hot glue on the edge. Just to get it not to unravel. Just the tiniest amount. There we go. All right, so next we're going to go here and all the way up here. Making sure you guys are seeing. Yep, you are. Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay, and then let's go here on this side. Oh, it feels so good to get rid of that headache. Okay. I'm getting this to glue down. Remember I told you it likes to unravel? I should have put some glue there, but I got it. Stopped the unraveling when I glued it down. Okay. And then trim that off there. Just because this likes to unravel, let's just get a little bit of hot glue. There we go. Just put it right on that edge so it stops the unraveling. All right, I need another glue stick. And let me use my heat tool again to get rid of some glue strings. Okay. Let's get rid of some of those. Get rid of those glue strings. All right. So let's continue on. I think I have enough. We're at the end of this roll, but we have enough. Okay, we've got it. I just did that and I gotta cut it at an angle now to kind of fit in here. Okay. Sorry, did I get out of frame? I was trying to look and see what I was doing. There we go. All right. And then here, trim it this way. Let's go here. Alrighty. Let's put a little bit of glue. All right, so you know what, you guys? This video at this point may sound a little bit weird. My video just cut off. I'm not sure if my phone overheated. It said something, or that I had maybe too much. I think I needed to empty out my trash can. Anyway, so if this seems a little bit odd, that's why. Okay, so we're just continuing on. Okay, so we're right here. I'm just going to trim this off. For you guys, it was no time at all. For me, it was about 10-15 minutes because I had to go through and cut out my empty my trash can and just take off some of the stuff off my phone. I'm horrible about taking pictures and then leaving them on my phone and not getting rid of them and just letting things build up. I need not to do that. Okay. Oh, this is pretty. This is very, very pretty. Trim this off. Look at this. I think this turned out really, really pretty. You know, let me use my heat tool real quick. Okay. All right. So, make sure that this is all. Yeah. Look how pretty this looks. You know, I got a little bit of. It's a little bit of things that need to be trimmed off. There we go. All right, just a second. Let me continue to do my little bit of trimming. There we go. Look how pretty that turned out. Isn't that gorgeous? I think that is so, so pretty. Okay, so now we're done with this part, and this is what the back looks like. We just need tags, right? So I have some tags from my Etsy shop. This line of printables is called She's So Vintage. Every 5 pages is $2. So if you'd like to check that out, there's a clickable link in my in the description below. Okay, so these, and I have printables to fold up into signatures, and I made them both ways. So if you do a horizontal, just regular horizontal signatures, I have printables for that. I also have the long vertical ones, so everything is created for that. And I have tags and I have envelopes, and they all go together. So these are the tags, some of the tags. Isn't she pretty? So these are the tags that we're going to put in this pocket envelope. Okay, this is my own artwork here. I call these girls my Angie's Angels. And then here's another tag, or journaling cards. And then these are the envelopes that I have. I have, you know, a lot bigger ones, smaller. This is like a smaller one. Okay, and so this is what it looks like. It's got a little fancy envelope. Isn't that nice? And I teach you how to put this all together too. Okay, what I do is when you purchase it, in the description box, I refer you to a video on YouTube to tell you how to put this envelope together. It's not hard, but you know, you do have to put it together yourself, but I give you all the pieces. So I just have little tags in here. These are all from my Etsy shop. Okay. All right, so I have those 3 tags, or little journaling cards, inside of here. And to keep it, you could put a piece of Velcro here to keep that shut. You could not do anything and just put it in a pocket, or you could put like a little, I'm going to put this little gold paper clip on it to keep it shut. Okay. All right. So let's put all of our tags in here. Layer all of our tags up nicely. Just 1 second, let me see if I want to put it like this. Okay. I got a lot of stuff going in here. Probably have more than I need. There's that envelope too. And then this little picture. You know what? This doesn't really go because the colors don't go with this. So we're not going to put that in there. But everything else goes nicely. So what the heck? Why is this? Oh, this is long. Okay. All right, let me just see how we want this to go in here. There we go. That looks good. So now everything's all in here. Doesn't that look fabulous? I love these. I made a whole bunch of these. These are so simple to make that you can just sit down for an afternoon and just make a bunch of the envelopes up, and then take your time decorating them. So I have a whole bunch that I can decorate. And you don't have to decorate them at all, especially if you just use, if you use a printable or scrapbook paper. You could just use that the decoration from the paper itself. But I wanted to do a nice shabby chic and vintage. To me, this is more vintage here, and then this one's more shabby chic. So, and there we go. We'll put this like that. So there we go. So let me know, you guys, if you like this, if you're going to make some. We have a group called Our Magical Little Place. There's a clickable link below. It's called Our Magical Little Place. And there's a clickable link below, like I just said. And come join the group. If you make these, definitely join the group and show us what you made. But if you don't do junk journals, you art journal, junk journal, knit, crochet, whatever you do, come join the group, get inspired, be inspired, inspire others. If you have an Etsy shop, a YouTube channel, anything like that, you can leave links. And that is it for this one, you guys. I'm just trying to think of anything else I forgot. Oh, and like I said, you guys saw the tags and the envelopes from my printable line called She's So Vintage. So check, if you're interested, check out the rest of the line, and you can see all the pages that I created to fold into signatures also. Okay, like I said, I think that's it for this one, you guys. If you haven't subscribed to my station, I'd love for you to do so. If you can give this video a thumbs up. Any comments or questions, leave them below. Come visit me on Facebook and Instagram. And remember, we have more in common than we don't. And together we're stronger. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.